Happy Paxi Poetry Thursday, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this special announcement, I guess you could call it. So, what is the special announcement? The special announcement is I made it to the end of the collection. Everything in here has been read. Well, I am on to the last poem, but technically I read the last poem, which is Queen in Green, when we got the update that all of Pax's pre-recorded videos had been shared with us. But I'll read it again just because it is the end of the collection. It's no great poem. It was just one that I wrote from the heart. But here it goes. Queen in Green. I came to this virtual place, a little lost in time and space. I guess you could say I was looking for community, and the first time I found it, it was in a beautiful queen in green. Reached out to me in friendship from day one, brought so many of us together, and now we love you a ton. Sharing our love of written word in poetry and horror, to know you has been one of my life's greatest honors. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the videos that you make that are such lovely art, for the smiles that you bring to all of our faces, for the love that you've brought to all of our heart spaces. So yeah, I had been wondering what I was gonna do once all of that had been read. The reason the first time, or from the beginning, that I decided to read it was because a couple of people were wondering if there was a place that they could purchase it, and I was like, oh no, sorry, it was a super limited thing that me and a certain friend that you probably all knew did together. What's the word? Co-created, I guess you could say. I'm thinking, oh, am I just gonna read other people's poetry now? But here's the thing. The first poetry collection that I released was this one. And when it first came about, Pax did not know about her diagnosis yet. She very kindly proofread it for me, and we had plans to go live on her channel and just talk about it. It was very exciting, but then she got her news. So every bit of money that ever I made off of this, I donated to her GoFundMe. And very shortly after she passed away, this also had very limited physical prints given out to people, and then I had it up on Gumroad for a while, but everything went to her GoFundMe, and shortly after she passed away, I took down the Gumroad ebook copies. So, even though this has been shared quite a bit, I've decided that I'm gonna go through this collection next. And you know, I can't say that I'm gonna be consistent for 50 weeks just like I wasn't consistent for 30 weeks with this one. I can't say that I'm gonna want to read every 50 poems from this out loud. And I'm gonna continue to do, for the majority, 2 poems because I like sharing other authors' works as well. That's definitely been a passion too. Occasionally, they're pretty famous poets, and occasionally it's because I want to get indie authors' works out there. But yeah, that's what I've decided I'm gonna do moving forward. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for all of you that have gone on this journey with me. Oh, and please do not ever feel that this means that if you do have copies of either of these, that you can't share poems from them. Occasionally people will, it hasn't happened for a while, but they will ask me, oh, is it okay if I read from that? Oh yeah, I love when you do that. It makes me so happy. But yeah, that had to add in that little bit of news. But yeah, thank you all who have gone on this journey with me. It has meant so much. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so it's like no matter what I do, I always get camera anxiety and forget half of what I'm gonna say. Okay, so the reason that I took this one down from being sold on ebooks, it's kind of important to explain why I'm gonna be reading the rest of these, okay? It just felt like it was meant to be 4 packs. Like, it, I don't know. It just felt like it was meant to be my gift to her. And you know, I've had people who have no right to say it be like, oh, I don't think your friend would want that for you. I think she'd want you to do this and this and this. But thank God, like, nobody who I've talked to from BookTube has said that to me. Like, I feel like if you're from BookTube, you understand where I'm coming from. It's like the audacity of some people who, like, just don't understand. But yeah. Everybody from BookTube gets it though. Like, but I don't know. Like, that was part of what I meant to say, but I failed. Okay. Bye.